So by now you're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing. I'm mowing this really bad overgrown yard. I mean, it is really bad. This is the only time it's been mowed this year. I'll take that back. I mowed it one time earlier this year, but we have had so much rain here, and this yard has just been so saturated. I couldn't get in it this whole year. I literally could not get in. This is the first time I've mowed it since, I'm gonna say probably maybe May, and it's August now, so I mean, it's been a long time since this yard's been mowed. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you a few things real quick. I don't know if you can even see it or not, but it's raining right now. The sun's out and it's raining, so that's kind of crazy. But this yard right here is really overgrown. I've already got all this mowed. I'm gonna mow it again, but it looks like a daggum hayfield or something. I mean, and by the way, just so you know, I don't have the deck on any setting. It's in travel mode. Like, I have it as high as it'll go, and because I didn't even try to lower it anymore because it'd bog it down. So I mean, it's all the way up. So I mean, that just shows you how high this grass is. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, and this grass right here is every bit of 1 or 2 foot taller than me. So I mean, it's tall stuff here, and thick. Man, it's thick. And but one thing you always need to be careful about on these yards like this, since I've already mowed it, I kind of knew where everything was, and that's why I was, you know, not as cautious over there, because I knew there wasn't nothing except for that burn pile right there over here, and there's a water thing right there that I left. But anyway, I knew one thing to watch out for on these tall yards like this is when you see grass that sticks up taller like this right here. I mean, and you see this right here, it's kind of humped up a little bit. That it's growing on top of something. I mean, that grass isn't just taller in one spot for no reason. I mean, it's either a bad wet spot or it's growing up over something. So I always leave that and come back and walk it, and before I mow it and everything, that way I know for sure there's nothing there. But you know, this grass isn't growing here for like no reason. It's obviously a wet spot, or you know, there's something there. And so right up in here, I knew there was a septic or something right here, and sure enough, I found it right here. That would have absolutely destroyed my mower and my mower blades and everything. So good thing I walked it and checked and everything, and I think that's about it in here. I thought there was another white pipe. I'll just mow really cautious through here, and we'll see. But as far as I can tell, that's the only thing up here. But always got to be careful about this on this stuff like this, because very dangerous. I mean, that could have just destroyed your mower. So the reason this yard is like it is, so like I mentioned, I couldn't mow it this whole year because it's been soaking wet. But when I actually got the call about this yard, it was this high to begin with. I mean, it was bad high. And the reason being is because they had squatters living in this house, and she couldn't get them out, and they stayed there, and she couldn't get them out, and they weren't mowing the grass. And she finally got them out, and she called me to come mow it, and we mowed what we could, but it was sopping wet that first time we mowed it. And I think I even have a picture of us getting stuck, of how bad we got stuck in this yard, and I may try to pop that on the screen or something right here in a minute if I can find it. But I mean, it was bad wet. It's been wet all summer, but it's finally dried out enough. We're out here mowing it now, and it looks like a daggum hayfield. But we're gonna mow it some more, try to get it looking good. I'm gonna mow all this right here, and I actually mow this yard next to them right over there, and I've actually filmed a video over there. But anyway, we're mowing this one right here today, and we're also mowing that one over there. So I've actually been keeping up with the front yard. When I come to mow this one over here, I've been kind of mowing the front yard of this one, because it's dry, it's on higher ground, so it's dry enough to mow. But yeah, you can see right here what I've been mowing and what I hadn't. It's been wet from about here back all summer, and I hadn't been able to mow it. But today we're finally getting in here to mow it, and we're gonna get it done and try to make it look better. It won't look perfect today, but we're gonna make it look better than it did, and just try to get it generally cleaned up. So about to hop back on the mower, I'm gonna shut up and get back to mowing. So it's pouring rain, we're getting soaking wet, we're getting rained out. I didn't get done with that yard. I got it mowed, got it looking pretty good. We didn't weed eat it, but I gotta go back and I'll probably come back later this week or one day next week and finish it up. But I got it looking pretty good for now, a lot better than what it was. And so we're about to get in the truck, head on back to the shop before we get too wet. So I'll see you. All right, guys, so I mentioned in a previous video about my weather app not being accurate, and me and Matthew were just talking about it. It was getting dark. I mean, we knew the rain was coming, we were just trying to beat it. I mean, but we knew it was gonna rain, but like the weather app showed nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. Like it was clear over us. Now, a few miles over the state line, it was red over there, but not towards us, it wasn't, and it wasn't coming that way. And so it's weird. It's really crazy how they're not accurate. They're not accurate at all. So I'm definitely going to be looking for another weather app still. So maybe we'll find one here pretty soon. But anyway, just want to throw that in there. What's going on, guys? Hunter here with Goodman Lawn Care. Man, that was a bad yard we mowed today. I want to go ahead and film this outro today. That way it was on my mind and I'm thinking about it and everything. Because I normally film my outros like, it's weird, like a couple of days after I filmed the video or something, but I wanted to film this one today while I was fresh on it and thinking about it and everything, so I could, you know, get a good whatever. That was a rough yard. I mean, that was an absolute terrible yard to have to mow. And on yards like that, I have a love-hate relationship with those. I don't really like mowing them because you're taking a lot of risk and you're a lot of wear and tear on your equipment. But I like mowing them because, I mean, dude, that's fun. That's crazy stuff. Seeing that mower do what it does and just watching our equipment work is just amazing to me. It's crazy. It amazes me every time. And but I had a comment on a video about, I don't know, about maybe a week ago, maybe this past weekend. I'm getting my days mixed up. But anyway, I had a comment on the video, and he asked me, I can't even remember who it was, but they asked me, they said, do you ever feel like the 801 engine doesn't have enough power? And I responded to that, but I'm going to go ahead and respond to it again here. This video right here today should prove it. I mean, this mower has plenty of power for anything you're going to do. I mean, absolutely anything. The Kawasaki FX801V is what I have on my mower. I had the option when I was buying my last Lazer Z I just bought. I had the option of getting a bigger motor on it, and it was gonna be, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, maybe even, I don't know how much more it was gonna be, but it's gonna be more. And I've never had a situation where that motor wasn't enough for me. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna stick to the 801, but I think it was the 901 engine they were telling me that I could get maybe a little bit faster than the 801, but I don't know. But I just stuck to the 801 because, like I said, I've never been in a situation where that mower didn't do what I needed it to do. So and this video today should prove to you, if you're ever wondering if my mowers, you know, don't have enough power or whatever, I mean, that is a heck of a mower there. I mean, it is an absolute mower. And I'm not talking bad about that guy or anything about his comment, because he was just asking, I think, because he's thinking about purchasing one or something. And so but yeah, this is a great example of what I've been talking about with these mowers. They are is just insane. It is absolutely insane what they'll do. And I have to say, EXMARK has it down on the airflow on their decks and everything. Their decks are built right. I'll admit it, we've hit stuff with those decks, and I thought for sure it was going to bend the deck, because we hit it hard. Because like you know, you come down a hill or something and there'd be a stump and you just can't stop in time, and we hit stuff hard. And I mean, it doesn't even put a dent in the deck. The deck, we have never had anything till right now. It'll probably break tomorrow, but we've never had anything happen on our decks that's messed up or anything. So I have to say, they had that part down on it, and the blades and the airflow is just, man, they're just great mowers. And but anyway, so hope you enjoyed that video today. That was a great video. It was a fun one to do. I had a lot of fun mowing that yard. like I said, I have a very love-hate relationship with those yards. They're fun to do, but they're a lot of risk involved. So while I'm thinking about it, you gotta charge accordingly on those. I mean, you have to charge accordingly, because you know, if you price it the same way you price a normal yard, and then you hit something, or you know, you run over a water pipe and break it, or an electrical line, or a cable line, or something, and then you're out all your money and then some. So you know, you have to charge accordingly on it. And you know, no matter what you charge, stuff can still happen, and you can still lose your money on it. But you always want to charge accordingly on jobs like that, because it's a lot of wear and tear on your motor. And also, when your motor is straining more, you're using more gas too, so you got to think about that. But and man, that was just a terrible yard today. But all right guys, appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. All right guys, appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. I know I gave a little bit of information here and there. It's kind of sporadic, but somebody's getting down on it. Anyway, got my dog behind me here. Bo, what are you doing?